how much do you do in your business that you don't want to do? I don't just mean like taxes. I mean, how many things do you do because you feel like you have to do them? Whether it's how you market, whether it's how you deliver, whether it's the role you have to play, whether it's the skills you need to develop. So often, whether it's in our business, whether we work for someone, whether it's even in our lives, our relationships, we do so many things because we feel like we should. That someone somewhere, some expert on the internet, some best practice someone told you, some, I don't know, societally kind of accepted truth becomes an imprint in our brains, that that's how we have to do things in our lives. Alignment ends up being a word that's thrown around a lot, but it is a practice. It's a strategy. It's actually your entire business plan for your business and for life. Think about what alignment means, right? That everything you do is not only interconnected, but serving the same purpose, serving the same goal. And when you think about an organization, you can have different departments, different functions, as long as they're aligned to, the core mission, the goals of the company. But within a person, you don't get to split yourself into different departments. You don't get to kind of section off parts of you and be like, okay, we're each a quarter, each a fifth, and you do that thing as long as we're serving this thing. Because you're still that person doing a fifth of that thing and a fifth of that thing and a fifth of that thing and a fifth of that thing. But if you think about you being able to simply be you, that at all times, no matter what you're doing it in a way that is aligned to you. Like, imagine how different that would feel. Imagine if you marketed the way that felt right and aligned to you. Leverage the skills that you like leveraging. You got to show up in a way that felt genuine to you and right to you. Think about the way that you sell, that you could sell in a way that felt good and right to you. That there's no have to. There's no script you have to follow. Or what you deliver. That you do it in a way that feels good to you. That aligns with your values and your principles. Because when everything is aligned, across the board, vertically, all directions, then you're whole. You don't have to split off parts of yourselves to do different things, to act in different ways, in different settings. You don't have to push so hard to be something that you don't want to be. Imagine building a business in which everything you do is a reflection of your fully aligned self. I just call that integrated. Because you can do that. You can build something that is entirely rooted in how you want to be. I've built an entire career in business focused on being me. And when I worked for other people, that was sometimes rejected because the way that I did things maybe didn't sit well with certain people. The way that I would fight for what I felt was right probably didn't sit well with some people. Actually, I know it didn't sit well with some people. The way that I asked for what I thought my labor, my accomplishments deserved didn't sit well with some people. But It doesn't change the fact that I am me. And there's no other way for me to show up unless I want to wear different masks, unless I want to pretend to be something else, someone else. But in my own business, everything that I've done is because I feel good about doing it. I've even stopped building my business at different points because it wasn't feeling aligned. And plenty of people, probably most people, would be like, that's a dumb thing to do. Because I was at a point of scaling and it was working, but something didn't feel right and I had to figure out what that was. Because if your business plan is alignment, the ease with which I can show up in my business is rooted in me being able to be comfortably me, to be fearless in being me, to choose not to go the advertising route because I don't want to give Facebook money, to choose not to do webinars because that isn't a format that I enjoy. And I don't like how they try and trick you into thinking that there's far more people on it than there are. The fact that I don't really want to do the cheap lead magnet thing. I'd rather give my time. You can build it however you want. But first and foremost, it has to be aligned to you. It's not alignment within the separate entity of the business, though that is important after you have aligned it to you. Because if it is your business, it starts first and foremost with you. Doing the things that you enjoy, building a business based off the things that you enjoy doing. And if you're not building in a way that's aligned to you, you can build a behemoth. You can be super successful on paper, but you could be burned the fuck out, spending so much effort and time on things that you don't enjoy, supporting an infrastructure that you've built up to support this massive thing that is exhausting. I've heard that from entrepreneur after entrepreneur. They have, on paper, 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure businesses that they're so tired of running because so many of the choices that they made were not aligned, not only to the business, but to them, to the business owner on how they wanted to run it. And so this is not going to work for everybody because it's a mental thing. It can work for everybody, but it's not going to if you are not of the mind that you are ready to align everything within yourself and the business. But if you are, if you're ready to examine how you want to live, what kind of entrepreneur you want to be, how you want to engage with not only your business, which is a massive part of your life, but life at large, and to face some potential hard truths about what you are going to have to change, then it won't work for you. This is going to be the thing that you hear and you're just like, oh, this is a nice to have. This is a luxury that I don't have. But it is for people who value their sanity, their mental health, their need for rest, their personal fulfillment and satisfaction, the impact that they want to have, such that the more nourished and energized you are in your business, the bigger the impact you can have. If you care about those things, if you recognize that those things are far more important and that you might have to change some things in your life and your business to make it all aligned and integrated, then this will work for you. This examination will be so powerful for you. Because imagine waking up in a business where you only do what you want to do. 90% of the time, because I still don't enjoy taxes, but legally I have to do them. There's still going to be some of those little things, but 90% is pretty fucking good. 90% of your actions, 90% of your activities are all things that you most want to do. You enjoy doing. You are energized by doing. Because if you can have that, think about how much joy your business would bring you. Think about how little it will feel like work because you get to basically play all day long. Because if you love your business, if you love what you do, if you enjoy having the impact that you have through your work, if you are doing the thing that most energizes you and you just happen to be paid for it, then what else are you doing except playing all day long? And if you want help doing that, I would love to help.